Hello, beautiful ladies and everyone watching us on YouTube. Thanks for joining in. Danny, I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you. And Danielle, it's so nice to have you on.
Happy.
We are so excited to have a guest. As everyone probably knows by now, we are missing our Janet for just a little bit. She'll be back. But in the meantime, we are helping to try to fill the void with some very special guests. So welcome, Danielle.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. And Janet, you are very missed.
I feel like we haven't seen her in forever.
I know. Well, Danny, I haven't seen you in 2 weeks because of our blunders, but we made today work, which is great. Danielle, before we get started with any of the stuff from the last 2 weeks, we always want to know how people became Packers fans. So what is your origin story?
It is a terrible one, but here we go. In middle school, I had a crush on a boy and he was on the football team. So I asked my dad to teach me like how football works. And he was a Giants fan. So I'm like, okay, I can't just like bandwagon the Giants. So
good choice.
I put my favorite color is yellow, and I put all of my favorite teams, like all of the teams with the color yellow, into like a hat and like picked it out of a hat, and it ended up being the Packers, and then they won the Super Bowl the next year. So I'm like, okay, we're riding.
Okay, Danielle, you think that's a horrible story. I think that's probably one of my favorite origin stories I've ever heard.
It's just like, because I just think it's so funny because I'm like, oh, it was for a boy, but like truly, like I've texted him so many times. I'm like, you know what? Thank you, like thank you for doing this to me,
for making this wonderful, joy in my life, but also ruining my life because now my life is controlled by football.
Hey, at least I could have bandwagoned the Giants and been where he is right now.
Yeah, he's miserable and you're not. Well, I mean,
I'm not as.
Right. We're a step below. So we were just talking before we got on the live. None of us remember the Rams game.
Not a person.
I
won.
did not watch it. I have a good reason.
Danny has an excuse. Danielle and I watched it and have no idea. I have forgotten.
I'm like even trying to like think back on like what I tweeted between like then and like last game, and it just blurs together. We just won. That's the takeaway.
I remember like just bits and pieces from, because like I was telling you guys, I couldn't get the game here in New York. So I'm like trying to like use the streaming services. So I saw like bits and pieces, but not much. What stuck out to me, all I can remember is the defense played well in Russell's place. So I thought that was pretty sweet. Valentine, I think it was, or somebody stepped up, and so I thought that was pretty cool. But that's all I remember from that game.
Yeah, a couple of people are commenting, saying some takeaways. Like the run game looked good. I do remember that everyone was like, "Oh yeah, Jones exists."
Mm-hmm.
And Dakota saying that Jerry looked healthy for 1 week, which was nice, and now he's not anymore. Yeah, giving Aaron Jones the ball. Yeah. Okay. So I don't remember. I got nothing. I don't even remember if we like beat their ass or like did we barely win.
I mean, I remember being very happy that we were playing their backup. So.
Right, because Stafford was out.
Yeah.
God,
well, I mean, even if it was, I mean, they weren't full strength, obviously.
No.
I think it's definitely what they need. I mean, even though they lost to the Steelers, you still saw progress. So
definitely
hoping that win was like what they needed to start progressing every week.
Right.
I tweeted out like at this point, all you can hope for is progress going forward, because we know we're not going into the playoffs. So
I keep telling people I actually have another girl in my office who's a Packers fan, and like we'll always discuss, and I'm like, any win this season is just like a bonus. Like we all came into the season with such kind of like low expectations, looking to find our footing, that when we win, it's just great. And I've said it time and time again, there was only one game that we were completely out of. So like I know we are so hard on this team and on each other. But like they have pieces of the puzzle. They just got to learn how to do it all at once. They got to learn how to play complementary football.
Yeah, I think they're right there. I mean, you see, especially on the offense, especially this past game, especially Jayden Reed, it's like right there. I think next season they're going to get it, or at the end of this season. But like I said, that's why you want to see the progress every week. Hopefully they'll bring that progress into next season. But yeah, they're right there. I feel like if they can they just need like that one big, huge moment, that one big, huge play, or one big, huge game. And I think they'll get it together. I just hope that, because like we're not going to the playoffs. So I want Matt LaFleur to just move everyone around, move the offensive line around, move Christian Watson, make him do something else. Like what he's doing right now is not working. Like try things to see what works, because we're not going anywhere. Like why not? And because maybe he will find something that works and we can use it next season. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
yeah, mm-hmm.
Try some different things while we've got the chance to see where you want people to be,
Yeah, kind of like plug people in different spots and see where it works.
Yeah, or at least move Christian somewhere. Like not move him, but like just try some different things.
Something different than what's happening. Yeah, I don't know. I'm good with the progress. It's hard because like we all set our expectations like really low at the start of the season. And then we beat the Bears thinking that they were going to be maybe mediocre. So like we were like, oh, okay. If we can beat the Bears, like this is okay. But then we realized that the Bears are like absolute garbage and we're just like slightly better garbage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like kind of disappointing. Like
Harrison said that we need that one upset over a good team. Like I think I agree. Like just something huge to get their confidence going. But the Steelers, their defense is really good. So I think Love did really well against them. So
I think
it was definitely good progress for sure.
Danielle, sorry, you were saying something.
Oh no, it's okay. I think he really was one of the stars of that game, even though there were some interceptions but his pass, if you like look at that map that they put out where like the targets are, like he was so good last game, and it's such a shame that the main takeaway was the interceptions that he threw. Like that's all people can talk about, but this is probably like one of his better games. So as long as we continue to see this, it's just unfortunately there were some dropped balls that didn't need to be dropped. But I do just think that he got a lot of crap this week for no reason, but he's learning still.
Yeah, and like that last play, that interception, where Christian was a target, like you look at everything else that was on there, like on the field, and it's like, where was he supposed to go? Like I personally, on the last play of the game, like you have 2 seconds left of this game. Personally, I would rather him throw the ball and try it in a game that you're losing anyway. Like, okay, if it doesn't work out the way we want, we lose the game that we were already losing. If it does work out, then he wins the game and it is perfect. Like there really isn't a losing situation in doing that. If he would have thrown the ball away, I think I would have been more mad.
Yes.
Because it's like, why you're not even trying? Like, yeah, Christian might be the only guy out there that is even like remotely passable. But if you're going to throw the ball away, like to me, that would make me more mad. I'm glad he threw the ball, even if it ended in interception. Like,
yeah, because there wouldn't have been time to get another playoff, even if he threw it out. It was that one shot.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it was basically a Hail Mary. And I don't know. It is what it is. Christian, there's obviously some stuff going on, and like, I don't think he's doing poorly. Like, I'm still excited about him. I still love him. Like, he's been injured. And like, as someone who's been injured in sports, like it's really hard to play, even when like your body's at its best, like to play the game at your best. It's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
So
and we wanted, well, I didn't, but a lot of Packers fans wanted, I mean, I didn't want Devontae gone, I don't usually say I want a player gone, but I mean, we all had our issues with Devontae in his second year, and now we wish he was still here. So
Right.
That is the one thing keeping me going. Everyone keeps saying how bad Devontae was in his second year. I'm like, you know what? Let's ride that.
Yeah, let's go
live in
with
the
it. Right. I put something on the screen from Dusty. If an interception is thrown as time runs out, it shouldn't count as an interception. I agree, Dusty. I agree. You should make the rule book from here on out. Let's do it. No, I think there's some validity. Thank you. In that, because like I said, like what is he supposed to do? You throw the ball away, then everyone's pissed you threw the ball away and didn't take a chance. So if that rule was there, he wouldn't risk an interception.
Going after Aaron Rodgers, who is like infamous for taking care of the ball, Jordan Love's interceptions are going to look horrible.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But
I said it last year too, like when people would try to compare Aaron Rodgers to like the better quarterbacks in the league, and they're like, yeah, well, Tom Brady has this many interceptions. I'm like, it is so unfair to compare anyone to Aaron Rodgers, who like has an unheard of amount of interceptions. Like that is stupid. Like if you're comparing interceptions to Aaron Rodgers as your like base point for why you think Jordan Love sucks, then I don't know what to tell you. Like don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. To wrap it up for superlatives.
Oh, we have superlatives.
Jordan.
Did we put them out?
Yes. Last
Okay.
We recycled them.
Okay, great.
We were a shit show for 2 weeks.
Okay.
We just kept using the same post.
Oh man.
But to wrap it up about the game, I think if Jordan plays consistently like he did last weekend, I think with the pieces we have right now with our rookies, if they add a vet or two, I think they'll be in business next season for sure. If he continues to either just play close to what he did yesterday on Sunday, hopefully better, obviously, but I liked what I saw, so hopefully he'll continue.
And we just gotta stay healthy and
that would be good. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice if we could try that for a change. I'm gonna be up in Green Bay. I don't think I'm going to the game. Unless tickets get like stupid cheap, which they could, but I don't know. If we can like maintain against the Chargers, I'll be okay. I think I'll be happy. I'll be stoked about it.
I'll be happy maintaining against anybody.
Like we said at the beginning, low
expectations. Low expectations. Okay, superlatives that I forgot we did.
Harry and who did you go?
Our kicker. What's
his name? Carlson.
Yes. And I always like to try to like show, I know it's hard on the computer, but like those are our pictures that we used because we like people to just base it off the pictures. Sweet.
It's always their team photo because they're hilarious.
There you go. Oh man.
I'll go first because I always write mine down because I'm
okay, go for it. I'm like
Oh
searching.
my God, I'm not prepared. I thought we were just picking the ones we liked out of the people's responses.
No. That's what's happening. It's okay.
No, that's what we
You're
do.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have that prepared, but I still thought that's what we were doing.
Okay, so Rashawn Gary was most likely to give a solitary laugh out of pity. Just one laugh out of pity. Most likely to play Magic, but want to keep it a secret. Is that a card game? I think
Yeah.
Dakota said that one. Most likely to take a game of dodgeball too seriously.
Totally.
And most likely to eat their coworker's food out of the fridge and have no remorse.
And like not say anything. Like they'll walk out and be like, "Who ate my sandwich?" And he's just like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
And what are you really gonna do about it either?
Right? Right. Good old Carlson. I did like Sean's because he did a least likely to season his chicken. Poor guy. Poor guy. Let's see. Most likely to convince you that you need a secret handshake to get into his club. Totally.
He got all the geeky ones.
Right?
Yeah,
I know.
I saw in response to the Rashawn Gary eating your lunch, and it was his lunch being the one that was eaten.
Oh. Aw. Most likely to sing the Goldfish Cracker theme song. Let's see. Most likely to work at your local ice cream shop, paper, hat, and apron included.
Yeah.
Totally, yeah. He's like a very like 50s look to him.
Definitely.
Most likely to have no hard feelings over a coworker eating his food.
That was it.
No, it's okay, man. Don't worry about it. Totally fine. Those are so good. I love them. I think we're gonna have to recycle some, but next week's will be good. I'm excited about next week's. All right, ladies. Danielle, one of the things that we do is we do game balls. So if you could give the game ball, even though we lost, if you could give the game ball to someone, who would you give it to for the Steelers game?
I couldn't have done like one. I was really prepared to say, oh, can I do one for one of the two games? Okay. Honestly.
Yeah, you can. Go for it.
Okay.
You're a guest here. You can do whatever you want, bro.
For the Rams, I would give it to Aaron Jones just because that video of him lives rent-free in my head. And he's just a leader. Like, I love him so much. And that was such a wholesome moment. So given like he hasn't been having the numbers that we anticipated this season, but to have someone like that leading your team is like worth its weight in gold. And for the Steelers game, honestly, quite controversial pick here, but I'm going to give it to AJ Dillon because people heard us talk shit and he said, shut up. So
shut up.
Like, I love him and I was so upset with the slander. So for him to be finally showing up, I'm here for it. So he gets my call.
For sure. I like it. Danny?
I am going to go with Jaden Reed, I think. I saw someone had tweeted that, I wrote it down so I would get the stat right. He is he's tied for second in the NFL for catches. And then he had the touchdown in the game, and he's just like someone. And I don't know if you guys had read at the end of the game, he had a meeting, like an offensive meeting at his last. So I just love that leadership out of a rookie, and I'm really excited about him. He just seems to be like the trusted guy that you can go to. So he gets
I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that I would give mine to Nixon because we've been waiting for him to do stuff, and like I feel like every return that he's had has been just a touchback, or like he'll try and then we end up not even getting to where a touchback would put us, which is like one of my football pet peeves. I'm like, why are you running when you could literally just kneel and take it at the 25 or 20? Is it 20, 25? I know they changed it recently. I can't even remember. Like, put on the spot, I don't remember. But I hate that. And he actually ran one and got us to the 35. And like, that's why we loved him last year, was his touchdown. So hopefully that gives him some confidence and he will continue to do wonderful things.
I like that one because he does tend to drop back so far. He'll run and then he'll be like, meh.
I'm just kidding. And then he won't. I'm like, bro, just kneel. Just kneel.
It's okay.
And he always wants to run it. And that's what he's there for. So I get it. But when you get to the 26, I'm like, what was the point?
Did you see Russell's tweet when he told me?
Yes. Oh my God. I love that.
Side note, I was really happy for Russell.
Dakota gave us one more superlative if you want to put that up.
Oh, yeah.
I
Most
can't.
likely to ferment fish in a bucket buried in the ground for 3 months and then shamelessly eat in the common break. That's disgusting, Dakota.
Where did that come from in your brain?
You're a disgusting person. We love you, but you're disgusting.
Oh, do you want to? Dakota sent us a coupon that we can let everyone know.
Oh,
about.
yeah. Let me.
A bunch of Jaden Reed merch.
Yeah.
15% off, I want to say, right?
Yeah. Use code MVP, MVPacker for 15% off all of the Jaden swag. Let me put it in here. Packer. So everyone can see it. Go on and use your code. Get some money off.
15% off Jaden Reed, he says.
Yep. There you go. Dakota has great stuff, super soft and comfy. Danielle, you own some stuff, right? Oh, you have it on.
Oh, you did. Nice.
Yes, because he put toe pack toe on it for me last year. So.
Oh, I love it. It's perfect.
It's so funny, Danielle, because before, I can't even remember why or what the joke was that I had. It was something to do with Aaron when he put his foot up, his COVID toe or whatever. And I think it was before you really joined Twitter. It was like right before that. I had made the toe pack toe joke as well before you even like had the name or anything. I'm like, oh my gosh, she has the same brain as me.
Same name, so we're really insane.
But like, you're the only person I've ever seen use it besides me.
I love it.
It was with my family group chat for a little bit, and then I'm like, you know what? I am gonna make a Twitter.
So you're new to Twitter, like that new?
I joined like Packers Twitter in December of 21.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's been a ride ever since.
Ooh, something like that. Something like that. All right. Next week, we already have it scheduled. Pending as long as our guest can join us. Tuesday night, 8:15. We do have a special guest. So join us. It'll be a great show. Definitely someone you want to tune in to chat with. Hopefully, Janet can join us for just a quick little moment. Also next week. Danielle, thank you for joining us this week. It was wonderful having you. I'm so glad that you are on Packers Twitter with us, that you were able to grace us with your presence and give us some football knowledge that you got.
Oh my God, you're so cute. Thank you guys for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We're glad you're here. Anytime you want to come on, you just let us know.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We will see you next week, and go Pack Go.